Here we go. How do I need that? Let's see the sound. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to set this up to where it fits perfectly. Okie dokie. I can't see the chat. Let's figure this out. First video of live stream, just trying to figure this out. I wonder, yeah, let's see, I wonder if that'll help. Here we go. All right, so I got the chat live. As you can see, I got the dice. We are doing what I call the 3V set reverse for the practice today. Did have a banger of a roll off camera earlier today before dinner, but you know, can't do much about that. 29 rolls before 7 3-point hit, and so the normal 3V set is set like so. As you can see, it's the 4s on top, 2s in front. Normally you rotate the right die with the 6 in the front, and that gives you the V. I like the reverse V because I know how my dice work. I know how they bounce off the table and how I throw, so I like to turn the left die in. So I'm going to be recording this on my notepad because, you know, I'm a broke bitch, you know, as they say. And I'm just going to be recording that, and then we'll go over statistics of, like, how far I stay away from it, so on and so forth. The betting strategy I will be doing today is my pop, then you drop. And we'll just see how consistently that would work. I would run it with a $2,500 to $3,000 bankroll, roughly 5 to 6 shooters. I don't think we're going to get popped at all, but I will be recording that as well. But so just my favorite strategy, just because. Well, I mean, I've watched enough videos. There's tons of great strategies out there. This one is my own. I think it's really good. I also believe that I'm always working. I don't believe in staying off on the come out. I like to hit my mark. I just believe that I won't roll a 7 on the first roll, which, you know, I think anytime you don't, I should say you don't play your bets, I think you're just waiting for a 7 to come. So there's a lot of superstition behind on the come out. Could be a 7, wait for a point to get, It's like when you're playing this bet, especially if you're rolling, you're probably going to pay the don't pass. That's what I would prefer because you're going to be placing all the numbers anyway. So we're going to get at it, and I'm just going to kind of practice, and I'm going to be trying to check chat. Yeah, John. I mean, I got to keep it small for right now. But I mean, if you want to work on that to like build it, that'd be great. Obviously, I would really appreciate it. But this is just what I got to work with in the front room for right now, for how much space I have and everything. But yeah, I mean, 12-foot table. I don't even know where I put it. I don't know where I'd put it out of the way. I don't have anywhere I could easily carry it. So, but I'm going to start throwing it. I'm going to show you like really how dice control works. I've had some really good rolls. I've manipulated quite a few different like dice sets though. So I've been taking the hard way and doing like a rotate down one where it kind of puts, you got the 5-4 and you got the 5-3, the 2-3, the 4-2. Insides are 6-1. Could be dangerous, but that's just the hard way set as a whole. I've also been doing a 2V set, which is, it's a reverse 2V set. So you actually throw it's the 6 on the inside and the 3 on the inside. So it looks like this. Instead of the regular 2V, you're gonna have the 2V, and you're gonna have the 6-3, the 5s, 5, the 4-1, the 6 and the 3 on the inside. On the outside, you're going to have the 4-1. This one has kept me away from the 7 a lot too, so I like that one too. But the 3V set has been the most consistent, but once again, it's the reverse. So we're going to start going at it and go from there. Yeah, I got you. Well, I mean, if I were to make it properly, it would be, I think it's 4 feet wide and roughly about the same height though. The height of it, like my wall is like the rubber right here. The wall is a little bit above that. This is roughly 11 inches, which is about the height of an actual table. Um, whenever I make like that official, but this is a portable. This is a portable mat. I would need like the actual. I would have to order the actual outer ring of I think it's like 57 inches or something like that to be able to do that. But we're going to get to rolling, and I'm just going to enjoy practicing while it's live. And then I'll be able to edit videos, so on and so forth. But I'll be calling out what I get. I'll be saying what's the point. I'll have it like written down, so we'll be able to follow that. We'll follow how many points are hit. And I just want people to see the strategy. The pop, then you drop. It'll be 430 across. It will be a $50 4, $50 10, a $75 5 and 9, and a $90 6 and 8. And what that'll do is if any of them hit the first time they hit, even if you buy the 4 and the 10, which you'll pay a $2 vig, right? Because you're going to win $100. It might go up to 3 just because like they're going to round up, but either way, it's going to pay right away for your bet. So it'll be 90. You'll immediately regress after the first hit, and then you'll immediately regress after the first hit, and it'll be 96 across. So you're taking 430. So you're risking one roll of 430, which is pretty scary for most. I once again don't do this. More realistically, you probably run like a $5,000 bankroll, but we're gonna get at it. The 15 on the don't pass, that's what we're gonna be playing. I'm gonna keep it towards the edge. I don't know if it'll be on camera anymore, but maybe it will. Yeah, you can see the edge of the don't pass. I got my stick in today. It's freaking long as hell, but so here we go. Setting up, and we're going to go at it. I'm going to keep track of all of our winnings. So we're going to go $3,000 bankroll. And here we go. I'm going to keep the phone right here so I can see if anybody else messages. All right, start off with a 6. That's our first hit. And we're always working just to put it in there. So it'll be the 4-2-6 up top here. 4-2-6, and that'll be the point. And then we would regress down to the 96 across. So we're already like working the money. So here, 6. It's the point, and it's a 4-2. And we're going to keep it going. So we're already out of the woods. If we roll a 7 right here, we actually make, well, it's 105, so $9. We would make $24 if we roll a 7 on the second on a 0.7 out. So, which we rolled another 6, so that's the point. So we would lose the 15, which is fine. Point hit. And so we won 9 like immediately because we regress through. We win 105 on the 6. We go down to 96, and then we're going to lose on the don't pass. So because we lose on the don't pass, we actually only win $6 because the 6 at $18 pays 21. So right now we're up $15, and we would just put our don't pass back out and be on the come out. So. All right. All right, we're coming out again. Pretty crazy back-to-back points, though. That's a 10. That is our new point. It's a 6-4-10. I'm going to have to get used to using this eventually anyway. Might as well use it while I can instead of walking around the table. So, and we're off. So we hit for that. That would be on the opening. So that'll pay roughly 97. We're in it for $1 plus our don't pass, but our don't pass is free because we're up 15. So with the VIG, it would be like 97. So we'd win like $1, and then we would regress down to the 96. So 3 craps does nothing for us here. 3 craps does nothing. And just to remind you, if you haven't checked out the other videos, I'm always throwing from roughly the right of the stick man, 1 or 2. More realistically, probably right. This would be on a 12-foot table. And it'd probably be in between or closer to stickman 1 on the right. We're just trying to roll numbers. So that's going to be, so right now we're technically up 15, I guess. No, we're even with it on the table. So plus 1, so we're at 3,001. That's going to be $21. So let's mark that $21. Because that's a 9. This is 639. The 639 should be able to pull the dice to where you can see it too. It's kind of nice. One of my stick maneuvers here. We're on the don't pass, so you could lay odds against the 10. I probably wouldn't. I've been practicing enough to where I'm kind of scared of hidden points, so we're just gonna keep it going. It's a 5-3-8. And then once again, this is roughly probably middle of the way. The stickman's at like the 6-foot mark. I'm probably throwing from right around the 8 to 9 feet mark on my throwing table. So that's a 5-3-8. That's another $21 right here. So, and then we're up like $1, so it's technically 3,001. So we're just gonna put the $1 up here. We're up. Right now, we're playing with house money. We're up $43, so we're going to keep it going. See how long we can go. You could press. There's obviously you can do a bunch of stuff, but I wouldn't press. I would just take the money. So 415, that's another $21. So right now we got, just to put the 96 across so I can explain it real quick, which most people that catch this video will know, but you're going 15 on the 4, 15 on the 10, 15 on the 5 and 9, and you're going 18 on the 6 and 8, which all this comes up to 96 across. So we're playing with house money. We've already hit 3 hits, plus the $1 from the 97 with the VIG, because whenever you hit for the $50 10, you're going to buy it, or the 4, you're going to buy it, which that's what the puck is on. Where did I have I was using an eraser for the puck, which we're going to just put, on the 10 right here. That's where, that's our point. So after you regress after that first hit, everything's just made money. We got our 15 on the don't pass. That means if the 7 comes before the 10, we're going to lose all of our base bets, but we're not pressing, so we're going to just win 15. On the 10, you could take odds. You get true odds, so and you don't pay the VIG. So let's say if I lay 100 here, I'll win the flat 15, and I'll get 1 to 2. So if I lay 100, I'll win 50 here. If I get far enough up, I would do it because I know that the 7's going to come eventually. But the way I've been rolling lately, there's a good chance that I can withstand it and end up hitting another 10. Now, we're going to keep it going. It's a 415, and we're just standing where we are. So we're up $64 right now. It's a sticky one. That's a 4. So that'll pay. So this is the weird one. I'm not going to pay the VIG. I don't really care. This would be 29 for 1. So, but I don't want to add subtract. So it's just going to be the 4 and 10 on a place bet get paid out 9 to 5. So $15, you get paid out 27. So that hit is just for $27. It's the 314. Keep it going here. See, and this is why. So I hit the 10. Now, I'm going to lose here, right? But it doesn't matter because I'm winning 12. I'm winning 12 because I'm winning 27. I deduct the 15. I won 12 on that throw because we're hedging. So, and then you just go right up on the don't pass. It'd be a bigger win on the pass line, obviously. We would win 42. But your chances of rolling a 7 before the point a lot of times is higher because the 7 can come more. So we'll just take the little bit of a loss like on the actual win instead of winning the 27 or 42. We're mitigating our loss because if we hit the 7, we're just winning $15, which is cool. So that was the 4, the 10. All right, so 5, 10, 6, 4, point hit. And this is a 4. Sorry, just trying to keep track of everything here. That's why I usually feel I love floating on the field sometimes. I'm not a big fan of the field, so most of the strategies, Redeman, I prefer to stay away from anything that could lose me money. So if I go up on the field and I hit the 10, right, or the 4, whatever, I guess also crap numbers, you're 11, 12, 2. Some casinos pay triple on the 12 and double on but I think it's double at the casino I go to down in River City. But you could cash in the extra money, but what you're going to do is you're going to mitigate your winnings. So let's say the minimum bet on this table is 15. So if you play the field, you hit an inside number, you're only winning $6. I want to collect. So you're a stacker then. So you like consistently stack is what you're saying. So like if you win 20, you stack it to 40, and then 40 to 80, and then you come off or something like that. Right. I did throw the 4 and the 10 right in a row. You're right. Yeah, but you got to catch those. I throw a lot more nines, sixes, fives, and eights than I do fours and tens. I'm gonna throw them, but like I tend to not throw them with this specific dice set. Um, so once again, though, we'd win the $12. That's why I like the don't pass. Playing with the pass line. I'm a dark side player. I tend to do my main strategy of being a lay bet kind of guy. So this is the come out though. Here, I'm gonna pull my stick back so it doesn't affect anything here. A pretty deep shot. Yeah, see, that's a 7 on the come out, so I would lose the 15. So we're gonna go down 15. So that'll null out our 12, and then but that's a 7 on the come out. Come out sevens are not good, obviously, for us. And we're going to take 3 out of that. So we're still up, 88 $88, so that's fine. But we're just going to come back out again. Once again, I wouldn't play this strategy on a random roller. This is a strategy I would strictly base it for yourself, like for you throwing and you believing in your dice control. Pretty good shot. That's a 4. It's 3-1-4. And just to throw it out there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 shots before the 7. So what you're doing is like I like the risk of that first throw on a player because I would lose out, right? But like let's just say this, I'm always working. So technically even though they hit my point and I was on a come out 7, I would have got hit for the $96 across, right? So I would have lost the $96, but I'm going to go back up with 430, and I'm going to come out, and I'm going to be working. I'm going to hit the 4. I'm going to win 97. I'm right back up here. The only thing I have invested is the $15. So I just believe that, like, I'm not going to throw that many sevens, which means every time it comes back to that bet that I'm deep in the hole, I could be in the hole 430 out of, let's just say, preferably a $5,000 bankroll. Some people could probably run it at a 25. I would say at least 5 rollers. When you're in the hole, you're also probably chasing money. So instead of holding your winnings, you might be pressing to hit harder. I probably wouldn't do that. I would probably just collect because as you know, like even though that got hit, I'm right back up. I hit for 97. I'm up another $1. Now I'm at $89. The only thing I have invested, which is their money anyway, is my don't pass. So hell yeah, throw it out. What's up, Cotton? I appreciate your guys' support. So got the 4-3-1. That's the point. So no 4s. There's another 10. I don't know. Maybe Jeremy knows when they catch the hot hand on the field. Who knows? Maybe he's got a knack for that. That's another 6-4-10. So 6-4-10. Probably the most 10s I've thrown on this dice set in forever. It's a pretty good shot. That's a 3. So We threw the 10, so that's another 27. Let's not miss this. And then I just threw a 5. That's a 3-2-5. That's going to be another 21 because the 15 bucks on the 5 and 9 pay 21. The 18 bucks on the 6 and 8 pay 21, and your 4s and 10s pay 27. So that's another where this shooter, like, or myself, whatever you want to call it, because I would only do this on my roll, is already up. You know, I'm up another. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean it's a fat amount. We're already over $100. Like, and I'm one of those people that if I get over $100, I would just roll it out until the end of this roll, and like what I'm already paid for on the line. So when I lose the 96, I'm not losing anything. And if I don't roll the point before then, I'm winning the 15 bucks. I'm walking out with 150 right now. So just keep it going. Deep shot. That's 11. This isn't a. Yeah, so that's a no-goer. Nothing happens there. 11s aren't anything for us, so. A little short. 538 though. I mean, they died, so it's gonna be another $21 here. And that's the 538. I'm only recording the 538s because, or will like matter on what it rolls, just to see what my dice are doing, to see what I throw more of. Am I turning over more 5s? Am I turning over more 3s? Because when the dice rotate, that's when you got to see. So if I have, you know, I like to have the 4s on top and the 2s there. So we got the 3s on the bottom. You got the 6-1. And then on the outsides, you got the 6-1 as well. The insides are 6 and 2. So, yeah. But, you know, if my dice are rotating like this, I need to make sure that I stay away. So if my left die is kicking in, I'm going to see a lot of 5s. So, but if this, my only scary thing is if I flip up 1 and this flips in, then I'm looking at a 7. But if I'm properly throwing my dice and they're dying the way they should, I should stay away from that 7 as long as possible. Here, I'll actually use chips just for this once. Here, let's see here. So we'll stop in the middle of. Don't pay. You know, $15. This is just my baseline. So this, I'm not gonna have like I'm not gonna bust out the whole bankroll. I'm gonna bust out some chips so you can see what the initial bet looks like and why I work out on the come out and why I don't care about waiting for a point. So let me not forget, but my point's the 4, so I don't wanna forget that. So move the camera back just a tad bit here so you can see a little bit more here. So when the initial bet, I call it the pop, then you drop. The initial bet is 430 across. It's 50 on the 4 and the 10. It's 75 on the 5 and 9, and it's 90 on the 6 and 8. Okay. What we're doing is we're risking a lot on the first roll to then regress down to a number that's paid for. So the 10, even if you buy it, if you buy the 10, you're going to pay a $3 vig at most casinos for winning $100. So 50 wins 100, but you pay the vig, it's going to win 97. Okay, so your bets are going to look like this. You're going to have I'm going to have to alternate them because it's a tiny board, but so that'll look like 75. I need to grab some reds. Hold on. This is going to look like 90 on the 8. Same with the 6. Sorry, I am not I roll dice. I don't set up stuff like this. So I apologize. 75 on the 5. and then we're going to have 50 on the 4. So this is what your initial bet will look like, right? So all you have to do, like let's just say, because let's say you're on the don't pass too. So you roll a 2 or 3, you're winning here, which is cool. If you roll an 11, you're losing here. If you roll a 7, you're losing everything. So on the first roll, this setup, your 430 total. I guess you could include this too, because 7 loses it. So you're in it for 445. Okay. The second one of these hits, so 4 pays out 97, 5 pays out 105. Well, actually, 5, 6, 8, and 9 all pay out 105, and then the 10 also pays out 97. So if you hit any of the inside numbers, you're only in it for $6 because you're going to win 105. You're regressing down to 96 across. So here, let me bust out a bunch of these real quick. And I need 6 $1 chips to show you what it looks like. Here, let me. That's what I'm glad I had that on there. Hold my thing. All right, I just don't want to, in case you're trying to message me, I don't want to. So let's see here. So we're going to take, we're taking all this down. This is all going to come down because we're coming down to 96. All right, so it'll look like this. You got 15, 15. Had to grab some nickels, so give me a second here. And then here's some dollars. So, and then, so the second you hit, let's say you hit the 8, 105, you're coming down to 96. The only thing at play is your don't pass. And, you know, in this case, our point would be the 8, right? So our point's the 8, whatever. So my next roll, I'm going to grab just another set of dice behind me. So my next roll, roll it in there. So it's an 8 again. That would have been our point. We would have got hit. But once again, we don't care because we're going to win 21 here. So we win $6. So now we're dead even. So we won 9 because it's 105 minus 96 is $9. Then we won 6. So we put this back up. We're dead even going into the next roll. So it'd be like next roll, you roll out 7. Then we would lose, but we would break even. So you break even, which I'm also just random rolling right now. So, like, also random rolling is really terrible for this because you should be trying to control yourself. But even if we 0.7 out, like let's say we rolled the 8 and we didn't roll our point right back and we rolled the 7, we would have made money. We would have just made, what was it? We were plus 9. We were in it for that. We would have made $24 on a 0.7 out. So rolled the 8. 8 was the point. It's 7's out. We win $24, right? The only roll that you're really at risk for anything is the very first roll when you're at 430 across. So I hope that gives you. The don't pass is you're betting against whatever number becomes the point. So if you roll, let's see here. Let's just see if we can get it. So if you roll a 5 and you're on the don't pass, you're betting that the 7 is going to come before the 5. That's the don't pass. The reason I like the don't pass for this strategy is because I don't really care about hidden points. Points don't matter to me. I want to mitigate my losses out of like my profits because the second I hit the 105 here or the 97 here, I'm paying for my bet to go down to the 96. So once I had that paid for, this being at play, after I hit one roll, I mean, let's just say I hit the next roll, and it's like even if I hit the point, it's not hurting me. I'm still winning $6 because I got 15 on the 5 because I'm hedging. Oh, that's what they call it anyway. Does it stay until the 7 comes? Yes, the don't pass stays until the 7 comes. Correct. So it's just like your pass line bet. Pass line is, the person rolls a 5, it becomes a point. They want the 5 to hit so they can win whatever their bet is. Let's say I do baseline, so it'd be $15, if I roll the 5 back, like let's just say back to back, I roll the 5, I win $15. They're gonna be like, boop, pay you $15, you pick it up, you put it in your rack. But I once again, the don't pass is more reliable because when you're playing for the 430 up here, right? When you're rolling that big roll, that one roll that could kill you for, let's 445, you might as well don't be on the don't pass because winning $15 here on that open doesn't mean shit. Like you might as well just risk it all, hit your number, go up here for 96 across, regress down to 96 across, and then you don't mind the 7. You're just like, oh, the 7 came, I point 7 down. Okay, I made $24. I don't really give a shit. And then you wait for your roll next time. You go out. Now, obviously, you want to make, let's just say, how do you say that you want that bet? So your initial bet, most people, you could say, a lot of people say 160 across, 220 across. There's a lot of different things, but with the 430 across, what I would say, give me a 96 and 8, a 75 5 and 9, and a 54 and 10, and I would set the chips, whatever that amount is, like properly. Like let's just say I know that this is exactly 430 right here. I got 3 black chips. These are all hundos. Let's say I did 100, so there's 100, and then I did 30, which I don't do this, but I set that in the com. The dealer goes, "What do you need?" You go, "I want 90 on 6 and 8, 75 on 5 and 9, and I want 50 on." And he's gonna do this. He's gonna break it down. He might pop out of his greens, boom, boom. He might work outside in. I'm not a dealer, so I don't really, I don't focus on that. But that's what you would do. Now, after you hit, so I hit the 5, right? I'm going to tell him I want to regress to 96. So he's going to take all my bets down, and he's going to make everything look like this. I'm going to get right back to where I was, with my nickels and all. This is what's going to happen right here. He's just going to take me down, and then there's my bet. I got my $15 10. That's going to make me 27. I got my $15 9 and 5. That's going to win me 21. My 4 is going to win 27, and my $18 8 and 6 are going to win 21. And that's it. I mean, I call it the pop then you drop, because you're really only risking that first roll. And I just believe that I will throw another number. Like, you have 6 ways to lose, right? So you have 6 ways to lose on the dice, which is a 7, but you have so many more because, the 3, like, you got the 3, the 2, the 11, and the 12. Those chances of those rolling is, I think it's like the 11 and 3 are like 1 and 12, and then the 12 and 1, the 12 and aces, or train tracks, crossroads, whatever the hell you want to call them. It's like 1 in 16 or some shit. So your chances of winning on the 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 are just outweigh the 7, even though the 7 has the best chance to roll. And I just believe with my dice control that I can do that. But I'm going to take this down and clean up my chips here real quick. Get them out of the way without knocking over my entire setup. We're going to leave the don't pass so you know that I'm always on the don't pass, though. I mean, if I had a bigger table, it'd be a little bit easier, but I bought a tiny felt for a tiny table, so. I also have some pretty cool purple dice out. I don't know if you can see it. Whenever I put it out there. And the point's still the 4. Yeah, so what you would do, okay, and it's not like, I don't know how well you can see it. I don't think you'd see it. Yeah, I have it kind of cut off. Hold on. Let me pull the thing back a little bit here. You can't see the don't come, so. I don't want to come back too far because I think the height of the camera is like perfect. But don't come. You're still having a hard time to see it. It's right next to the 4 whenever we get there. Whenever we get into the spot where it's seeable. Yeah, I'm like barely moving this back a little bit at a time. So whenever so the don't pass, there is something called a don't come bar, which you can kind of see it now. I moved it back, I'm pretty sure far enough that you can see it. The little bitty spot right here next to the 4, it's called the don't come bar. So like the point gets established, let's say it's a 5. So the 5 is the point, right? So then let's say the next roll comes out, you go, all right, I want 15 on the don't come. Now this is still here. So I go do this. You put 15 on the don't come. It rolls out. And you got 8. So this don't come would come inside of the 8 right here. So this is now these are both active. You're betting that the 7's going to come before both of these, right? So like let's say the 7 comes, you get paid $30. It'd be boom and then boom. But we don't care that much about it. 4's still the point. And I already got dice. All right, where are we at here? 8538. We got another $21. And we're off. Oh, I moved my $15 don't pass. I want to make sure you can still see the don't pass there. Yeah, hard 6. That's really nice. Now, you could go up on hard 6s. I personally wouldn't. I guess if I get really... See, everything is based on playing with house money. Because let's say I had $10 on the hard 6. I'm going to win $100 here. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty nice. You got $5 on it. You win 50. You could parlay it. People are crazy like that. I would never do it, but yeah. So no, I actually just explained this, but I'm gonna explain it again. So after the come out roll here, we're just gonna use the 10 this time because that's what the dice are on. If the come out roll is 10, right? And I moved it to where you can kind of see this down here. The don't come bar. You can place odds, which like it pays the opposite of normal odds. So you could play for 21 to win 15. So like on the 5, like let's say it was the 5, you could place odds, but you could also bet in the don't come, which is the same thing as the don't pass. But the don't pass can't go up. You can't raise the don't pass. Now, there is a pretty funny rule. Well, it's not funny, but because the house has the edge, if you, like, let's say I roll a 6, right? Comes out as a 6, and my don't pass is against the 6. I can pick that don't pass up. I don't have to play the don't pass. Now, the house knows that I have a better chance. I have a better chance of winning with the 7, so that's why they allow you to pick up your don't pass. Now, if you're on the pass line and a 4 comes, you know, and you know the 4 is hard to roll, so you might you wish you could pick it up. Maybe you'd be like, oh well, the 4 never rolls that off. I got to pick this up. They'd be like, oh no, you can't pick that up. So you can't bet on the don't come after the point is active. No, yeah, you can't bet on the don't pass. You can bet on the don't come after the point's active. But whenever you bet on the don't come, whatever rolls, let's just say, here, let's see here. 11. 11 you would lose, 7 you would lose, 7 you would lose. Let's say the 5 came on the don't come, your money from the don't come to the 5. And that would be, they place it in a certain spot to let you know that it's working. Answer me. You can put money out there or take. You can take back your don't pass and your don't come, I believe, at any time because you're playing with the house, right? So when you're playing with the 7, like Big Red right here. So when you're playing with Big Red, they know that they have the edge because the 7 comes more than anything. So if you had a don't pass and, like I said, they came up and you didn't want to play against a 6 or 8, you could go, no, I don't want. You can just pick up your money. They won't do nothing about it. Point's still the 4. Leave the money on the don't pass here. I'm going to leave some dice up there so I can just pick them up in case you say something. One of my next videos I might do like dice setting or do some shorts on dice setting. That's a hard 10. That's cool. 10 hard. I mean, man, if you're on the hard way, it's beautiful. That's going to be a $27 winner, though. So, we like those $27 winners. Hot. In total, we're up like a fat amount. About the come points. So the come is basically the pass line. Here, I'll grab some money. Here, let's grab all reds. Let's just do $15 bets. So, all right. Let me grab the dice. So you roll out your dice. Your point's 5. Your pass line. Here's your point. It's on the 5, right? So the next roll, you can put $15 in the come, and that is basically this bet, but it's going to move to whatever number. So it's the 4. So it's going to move to the 4, and that's going to be a come bet. Now the difference between a place bet and a come bet is you're getting like a true payout because it's like the pass line. So whatever money you have there, you're getting paid. Now you can put odds. So let's say the 4 came. You could put $15 odds, right? And it'll look something like that. Sorry, the table's so small that it's kind of hard to like do this properly. But this right here, you'll win. Like let's say the 4 came again, like you rolled it right back. You're going to get paid $15 here, right? Because that's like your pass line bet. And then the odds you're going to get paid 2 to 1. You're going to get true odds. So you would win 30. Which is here. Alright. That's what they would be like, boop, boop. They would put that up next to that and put 15 up to next to that, like that. You're so silly. You're trolling me now, and I love it. It's okay. I appreciate the troll. Yeah. I love you too. I figured you were going there, but like I decided to stop and show you how to use the come. Yeah. Too bad I didn't get like CUM, right? That would have been perfect, right? Yeah, I mean you gotta turn notifications on my YouTube. Then that way, point still 4 though. By the way, from before. So. A pretty crazy shot. That's a 9. It's a 639. Um, pretty nice. We're on a pretty good banger right here. So another 21 bucks. This is like one of those rolls. Like if you had a roll like this, even if you're not pressing, like you're not going up in your bets on any of these bets to where you can make more per roll. If you win, I just say bare minimum for me is like 100. You win 100 bucks, you can literally just be like, all right, come back another night. Win 200 bucks, come back another night. Yeah, I pretty much know just about every bet there is to craps. Now there are some stuff missing on this, so you don't have any of your hop bets. So there's no hop bets, which would be like you can hop the sevens, you can hop the six, you can hop any number. You can hop the tens, you can hop the nines, you can hop everything. There's also a horn bet, which is all your outside, so your 2, 3, 11, and 12. Um, and you get direct payment based on those. Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, gosh, I've played. I don't. Yeah, I've played craps for about 7 years. I don't like. I really only play one specific bet. This is just a strategy that if I was the roller, I would strongly believe that I could pull it off. Um, but like I'm a big dark side player, so I play with the seven, if that makes sense. So there's something I'm going to save it for another video, but there's something called a lay bet, and I'm going to go over like my direct system of how I play and how I read the table, mattering on how many players are on the table, all that stuff. But I'm going to be like very very diligent on exactly what my mind's going through, exactly how I'm thinking when I'm betting, and how patient I am and how controlled I am with the bet that I make. Yeah, no, well, it's technically against the roller, but it's technically not as well. So I'm just betting the seven's going to come. I'm not directly betting against their point or anything like that. I'm just betting, and I will never bet against the number. If like they roll a 4 or a 10, um, I will never bet against their 4 or 10. All right, let's see here. What we got here? We're ready to go. I gotta get this. Nice light grip, good throw. Let's get it. Pretty deep shot. It's a 4. I think 4 was our point, wasn't it? Yeah, 4 was our point. So we're gonna lose the 15, but we're gonna win 27. So we're gonna win 12 bucks here, which sucks, but who cares? So we'd lose this. We're gonna put it back out because we win. We win 12 even after we put out the 27. That's why I like the don't pass. It really doesn't. We're not playing with the don't pass anyway, so we don't really care about it either way. Pretty good toss. It's a 5-1-6. So here, 4 point hit. All right, the new number on the new, so it's a 6. 6 is the point. So 6 is the new point. So this is where, like, if you wanted to pick up and don't pass, um, or like, well, you could probably mitigate this more. You could press the 6 here to mitigate that, just in case you hit it. So you don't only win, because you'll only win $6 here. If I hit the 6, I'll win $6 because I'll lose the 15. good toss. It's a hard 8. That's real nice. You know, I've been hitting the hards. See, if I was hitting the hards like this, I'd probably be going up on them at least for $5, because you could. Well, let's just say even $6. You know what I'm saying? I win the 21 and then just rack 15 and then put 6 on the hard. Not gonna hurt me none, especially when I'm up like this. But I'm on like a banger of a roll. So like this roll right here, the first one was 9. This one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only one number wasn't paid, and that's the 11. So I would have got. I think I got paid 10 times on this guy. But our bankroll's like massive right now. I can't wait to go over the end. You know, which we've been going for a while. I've went over some stuff. We might end the stream here in a little bit. It's been a good little. Probably a little bit over an hour since I started. I started a little bit earlier. I might be right at an hour. So 5. That's another payment. So yeah, 3-2. The 3-2. The 3-2-5, man, adds up to 5. Big dog. Bam. One thing you can do too is like matter how you set your dice. So I do the backward the reverse 3V. So reverse 3V. So proper 3V is right die goes to 6 with 2 and 6 in the front. I like to do the 6 on the left, 2 in front. It gives you the 3V on the bottom, which is nice. So when I throw the 3-2, matter on what dice does what, and you should pay attention to this as well if you're like trying to be a dice controller. So if I throw the 3-2, let's say the 2's on the right, I know that my dice rotated 1 up, and if I roll the 3, I know that I came from the bottom. So I got 2 dice rotations, whether it was from top, like top down, or it was, bottom up. So, but that's how you end up with that. All right, here we go. And there's a 7. So we know it's going to come eventually. But you know what? We just won $15. Make you holler. All right. We're going to go over everything here real quick, and I'm going to shut it down unless anybody else has got any other questions that they want to ask. It's going to look kind of janky because I'm on just a notepad. So we had a $3,000 bankroll. We didn't even have to dip into it. We got, and I'm going to bust out the calculator here. Maybe on my other phone so I can keep the chat up. See if I can find my calculator. Hey Siri. Calculator. Hey Siri. Find my calculator. Hey Siri. Find my calculator. I don't know why, I just can't find it, but here it is. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 21. So that's 189. Then we got, let's write it down here. This is off one roller. Like multiple rolls of one person. But, so 189 and here. 189 for the 21s. Then we got 27 plus 24 plus 27 plus 12 plus 15 plus 1 And that's it. So, looking at a grand total of $295. So, on that one session, roughly, let's just double check. Let's double check how many 7-outs we had on this session. We had one, two, oh, we only had two. So 2 7-outs. We rolled 18, 20, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2. 20 rolls with no 7 would, yeah, it's going to turn into 295 on this specific bet based on, because how many ever 4s and 10s you roll make it a little bit different. But that is the pop, then you drop. This is, Bobby the Great Craps, hope to be here for, forever at this point. Really enjoy doing this. Really enjoy interacting with my buddies that came in to check in and ask questions and understand the betting cycle. I don't know if I'm going to do a video of the actual bet that I play, or I'm going to do like a live stream where I can interact while explaining how I think. Probably do that instead. So this will be it for the night. Eventually, I'm going to get another camera so that you can see, or I might do dice settings, so I might actually show my throwing station instead of my actual my den here, where my landing zone. But I really appreciate you guys coming in, and I'm going to go in the stream in the other room, and we're going to be doing the thing.